You're listening to Allman in the Morning, Common Sense Radio.
Yeah, nice try, Brandon, who writes in and says, the hurricane, the mechanics were asked to stay away because of the first responders. Yeah, right. Is that what happened when you were trolling George Bush for not going and visiting the site of the Katrina? Is that the same thing? Did you write us back then? When you were saying that George Bush didn't like black people, is that when you were? Did you write us back then, Brandon? Of course you didn't. And that's a bunch of baloney anyway. And obviously, even as I pointed out at the time, it's like, well, you have to be careful about when you're going and when you're not going. And this is well after that happened. The Gateway Pundits here, though, by the way. Jimmy Hoft. All right, brother. So, thanks for hosting my piece on the media, bro.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Great piece.
Thanks, brother. It's up there on the electric stove, but it's connected to the Gateway Pundit site, and it's titled, In the Wake of Trump's Historic Victory, the Fourth Estate is Rightfully Burning to the Ground. And we talk about this latest bit where they're attempting to, they've invented this new meme called fake news, which is really just a ruse to go after Breitbart and the Gateway Pundit and that kind of thing. And we saw that Facebook Zuckerberg has told his liberal masters that he's going to create tools that will try to make sure that fake news doesn't get out there, which basically means he's going to censor you.
Absolutely. Yep.
But they're dead, man. The mainstream media has seen its day, and rightfully so.
I think you're right. I think they really were damaged this election cycle, and it didn't get a lot of play. But when WikiLeaks exposed that, at least 65 of these reporters were dining out and eating and plotting strategy with the Democrat Party and Hillary campaign.
Yeah,
that's some pretty devastating information.
And without you reporting it, because that all was factual. I mean, it was an email, no matter where it came from. Without you reporting it, or Breitbart or others who are basically reporting the news that's left on the cutting room floor by the mainstream media. That's what this is all about. And thank God for sites like yours.
Well, thank you, and for your show too.
Yeah, brother. I mean, and here's the other thing. Like, for instance, this number 13 here. Is this true or false?
Thank you, everybody.
Well, for almost an hour now, and what
the news media, after the president's news conference, claps for him.
Right. That's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It didn't get much play, but could you imagine them applauding Trump? I don't think so. That's not going to happen. But they were applauding yesterday for Barack Obama as his press conference ended in Lima, Peru.
Yeah.
And these were American reporters.
Is that fake news? No, it's not. That's a factual event. Is it fake that the creator of Hamilton, and of course the actors owe the creator a great deal, right? Is it true that the creator of Hamilton has been belittling Donald Trump since he got into the race, correct?
Correct. And he put up a pretty nasty post. I can't even read it on air.
Yeah.
I put it up at the Gateway Pundit, but he's been going after Trump for a while. And Hillary, they're all big Hillary fans. There's a nice picture of Hillary with the cast of Hamilton, and they're, fawning all over her after a production. Certainly was a different reception for Mike Pence last weekend.
Well, and never mind that Hamilton itself, and I went on this diatribe a while back, even before this thing happened, about Alexander Hamilton himself. There's a reason why these Hollywood nut jobs and these Broadway nut jobs laud Hamilton himself and try to lionize the guy, because he's the ultimate liberal. So that's why they love the guy, because he's without Alexander Hamilton, we probably wouldn't have Obamacare. It's a long story, but it's true.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, Hamilton basically just raped Madison's concept of the Constitution and the General Welfare Clause. And that's how we began the descendancy into big government So, anyway, it's a long story, but the Gateway Pundit, buddy, appreciate you as always. At Gateway Pundit, thegatewaypundit.com. Jimmy, we'll talk to you. Well, we can't talk to you Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend.